You were not born to struggle. You were not placed on this earth just to pay bills, punch a clock, and die with dreams still trapped inside your chest. There's a reason your spirit feels unsettled when you settle for less. A reason your heart aches when you pretend that just getting by is enough. Because wealth, real wealth, is not just money. It's not just gold bars or stock portfolios. It's not the house, the car, or the title. Wealth is freedom. It is expansion. It is your God-given ability to create, contribute, and rise without limit. But here's the truth. You will never touch the wealth outside you until you rewire the programming inside you, because your outer world is nothing but a mirror of your inner belief. The car you drive, the income you make, the lifestyle you live, the choices you tolerate, all of it, a reflection of what you believe you deserve. And most people, without even knowing it, are hypnotized by poverty. Not poverty of wallet, but poverty of mind. They inherit ideas like hand-me-downs. Money is evil. Rich people are selfish. Play it safe. Don't ask for more. Be grateful you even have a job. These ideas don't make you righteous. They make you broke, spiritually and financially. Understand this. You were born into a system that taught you to be a cog, not a creator. They taught you how to memorize, not how to imagine. They rewarded obedience, not vision. They trained you to chase the paycheck, not build the legacy. And if you don't interrupt that pattern, and if you don't strip the lies from your mental operating system, you will live decades in limitation and call it humble. Humble is not shrinking. Humble is power under control. You cannot serve the world if you are bound by fear, scarcity, and lack. So the first step to wealth is to break the mental chains and rebuild your belief. Belief is not something you stumble into. Belief is a discipline. It's forged, carved, cultivated with intent. You don't just hope to believe, you decide to. You declare, I am no longer available for small thinking. I am no longer interested in stories that shrink me. I will not participate in the lie that says greatness is for other people. Because if one man, one woman can rise from nothing and create abundance, then so can I. Oprah Winfrey didn't come from money. She came from trauma, from poverty, from hardship. But she rewired her mind. She refused to inherit the limits of her past. She didn't wait for permission to believe in herself. She gave it. And if she could do it, so can you. Belief begins with imagination. You must see yourself wealthy before the world does. You must walk into the room like your future is already unfolding, because it is. Every wealthy person you admire, every empire you study, began as a thought, a spark, an inner image seen by someone who refused to doubt it. Before Steve Jobs ever built the iPhone, he imagined it. Before Howard Schultz ever opened 30,000 Starbucks stores, he dreamed of elevating coffee culture. Before Beyoncé stepped onto a world stage, she saw herself there, long before anyone else did. They didn't wait to see it. They became it. You are not excluded from this power. You just have to reclaim it. And that starts with clarity. Because wealth hates confusion. What do you really want? Not what your parents wanted. Not what your peers expect. Not what society said you should settle for. What do you want? Most people have no idea. They can tell you what they don't want. They can tell you what they fear. But ask them to define the life of their dreams, and they freeze. That's not by accident. That's programming. When you live in a system that teaches survival, desire becomes dangerous. But you will never create wealth if you cannot first define it. So you must get bold, precise, obsessively clear. What is the number you want to earn? What is the impact you want to make? What does your perfect day look like? Where do you live? How do you spend your time? Who do you serve? What legacy do you leave? Paint it in full color. Name it. Feel it. Breathe it. Clarity is not fluff. It is fuel. When Andrew Carnegie mentored Napoleon Hill, he didn't talk about luck. He talked about definiteness of purpose. He said, any idea that is held in the mind, that is emphasized, that is either feared or revered, will begin to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. Your clarity becomes your compass. Your mind, now rewired with vision, will begin attracting, creating, and aligning you with the very things you once thought were out of reach. This is not fantasy. This is how every revolution starts, from the inside out.